What is up, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Today's video is going to be a lot of traveling and just kind of catch up, but to start off, we are going to the Yosemite National Park. It's about an hour and a half to get to the Yosemite National Park, but it's about 2.5 hours to get into the mountains of it. My family just came here to visit, so my boyfriend and I wanted to show them, what California is and show them the national park because my dad absolutely loves trees. We did make a stop at the last town before we go into the mountains, which was Starbucks, and got a little coffee, and then we got into the park and got to see finally all the snow and everything. In the shady spots as well, we had to be careful because it was icy on the roads, and then this is like the beginning when you go into the park. My boyfriend did drive the entire time. He said he wouldn't trust me driving because he said I'd probably drive us off the cliff, which of course I had to tell him he was lying. The views were absolutely beautiful. If you notice that the trees are kind of burned, there was a massive wildfire that went through and burned a lot of the trees. Now you're about to see a really pretty view. This tunnel, you'll go under it, you'll come out and see this gorgeous view, and I absolutely love it here. We ended up stopping here before we ended up coming back. We ended up stopping at one of these waterfalls that had a bathroom, and then wanted to look at the maps just to kind of gauge where we're at and what else we wanted to see. My boyfriend and I have came here during the summer, which is actually really fun because you get to see a lot more. During the winter, they will shut down things, so like Glacier Point is not open during the winter, and this is losing my dad in the woods count number 1. In a nice way, he loses his mind and goes crazy over all the trees and just being able to see everything, so it's always funny. Now where we're going is you can always get out and walk, or you can drive through a lot of the things. This is one of the waterfalls we walked over, which wasn't a far walk at all, and that was really pretty. I liked being able to see all the water flowing, the ice, and then just one of the pictures we had taken in front of it. There was a tree that had literally fallen over and broke part of the road, and then one of the little chapels that I always think is really pretty. You have a welcome store that has some stuff in it, and then there's the little village store. I will say the stuff is pricey in there. I wanted one of the hats because I always like to collect hats, but it was like $40. I did get a magnet though because Sam and I like to collect magnets for all the places we've been, and then I got some beef jerky. And this is my dad wandering off again, count number 2, and he'll just get farther from there. But I wanted to get a cool picture taken, and I got yelled at to get my hands taken out of my pockets because I know it's dangerous. And it's like, where's my dad? Where'd he go? Oh, he's just there, just right over there. Now where we were at for this was the spot where you come out of the tunnel, so we ended up kind of looking over here, hiking. Now enjoy my dad hiking and just kind of, I don't know where he's trying to go. It is now a couple days later. I ended up flying back to Indiana with my parents, and this morning it finally snowed, and I haven't seen snow in forever. It is about 30 degrees, so we are just kind of getting all our stuff on to stay warm. I'm gonna go outside and just do all the chores. So I will definitely give you a little tour of all the animals that my dad and mom have. And of course, my dad is back in the video again. My parents have 2 huskies. This is Stormy that you're about to see, and that's my dad's precious little girl. And then this is the smaller one. This is Silver. So she's kind of crazy, and she absolutely loves to rub and poop and absolutely hates to be clean. So she is constantly stinking. This is the view though. We do power our heat from the wood stove, so he got that all set up. This is also my sister's horse. I don't think she's had this horse for very long, but we're just transferring them over to the other pen, and then she'll get to be with all the cows and get to just kind of munch on some hay. We do feed the cows grain in the morning, so that is why we keep her separate from that, just so she's not eating all of that. But it's funny, she knows the routine, so she's just going right over there. I can't remember if I said what the temperature was, but it was about 30 degrees, but it said it felt like 24. And this is the dogs all the time. They're constantly playing with each other, and these are all like the smaller calves, you could say, but they're all really funny. So we just kind of keep them each in their own little pen, just so we can monitor how much they're eating and if they're eating really good. And I gotta show you, these are all the trees my dad has planted, so they're all doing really good. And then just more of the view of the pen and all the animals together. And this is Rosa. This is my dad's favorite, so hopefully next year she'll get pregnant. And then she was full of energy, and I think she was just playing and chasing the cows. I honestly love being able to see all the animals and how they get their winter fur and just how fluffy they get. I laugh at this one because this one, when I was here last time, like a month or 2 ago, this one was so small, and now it's got like bigger, it's got fluffy hair. And then of course Silver was trying to eat my overalls because there must have been poop on it, because I told you she likes to eat poop. And then I'm about to show you, this is Jeff, so this is the other one. At least I think it's Jeff. They all look the same, but this one should be Jeff because this one likes to give kisses. So this area my dad ended up enclosing in, so this used to be all open, but now like you can put like the cat food or anything, like your tools and stuff, nicely enclosed. And I was just feeding all the barn kitties, so there's like 4 or 5 of them. So of course like they'll leave the barn and hunt or do whatever, but I like to have them in the barn, and this just allows them to kind of stay warm if they need to be. And then this is the chicken coop my dad actually just bought, which I was having difficulty opening the door, but of course this is the inside. We just cleaned this out. I should say my dad just cleaned this out, and this is all their little babies. So we were just feeding both sets because there is one chicken coop inside the barn as well. And then went back out to the other one that I showed you, and we just fed them. We put straw in their baskets, and then we were watering everything else because, as you know, with winter hoses freeze and it becomes chaotic. I hope you enjoyed this mini video. Have a good one.